Hey guys, this is Con. I'm on my way to the birthplace of the Olympic Games. There you can see the sign. There you can see the sign Ancient Alida. As you can see, there's nothing much around here. No one really knows about it too much. You can see in the background, it's just farmland, and if you don't really know about the place, I'm about to introduce you to the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. No shit. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm at Ancient Ellis. Like I've said, this is the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. There's a sign there saying Ancient Archaeological Site, whatever, of Ellis, or Guerrilla. The thing is, there's no signage to indicate its true reality, which is it's the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. I'm sorry I keep looking at my camera. I'm not checking my messages. I'm just checking that this is my viewfinder, so I'm just checking that everything I can see, I'm getting everything. But anyway, in the background, that's part of Ancient Ellis, the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. I'm real lucky today because the gate's open, and it's never been open since the million times I've been past here. So let's just walk in, and I'm going to try and get as much as I can before I get kicked out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The real birthplace of the Olympic Games. This is wicked. As I said, I've been here a million times before, and the gate's never been open, so I'm hoping that I don't get kicked out. But if I do, I'm going to try and get as much footage as I can before I do. The rumor has it, well, modern history says that the birthplace of the Olympic Games is at Olympia. The reality of it is, the truth is, we believe that because when the Nazis took over Greece, they also took over ancient Olympia and wanted to tell the world that they now own the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. So it got known as the birthplace of the Olympic Games, but it was actually here where I'm showing you right now, in this city, ancient city called Ancient Alida, where the concept of the games were first discussed, where the initial organizations were done, the planning, logistics, all that sort of stuff. And where the athletes eventually came to train before the Olympic Games. This is where they were groomed. This is where everything happened. So essentially what you're seeing now, and I'm trying to get it as quickly as I can, these are new digs. These are all unofficial digs, so to speak. It's all farmland, and everything that you see has been pretty much found by mistake. I hope I can get my GoPro in there and show you some stuff, some more stuff, and I'm hoping I can get, there's some more digs. They just keep finding stuff. This has just been uncovered over time, so it's not an official archaeological site as such. These are just all random findings. The poor farmers get ousted off their land when they find shit on it, so I think they're a bit hesitant to mention it when they find stuff. So, and I'm a little bit hasty in my filming and whatever, but it's just because I'm trying to get as much as I can before I get kicked out of here. Like I said, I've been here a million times. No one, the gate's never been open. So I'm trying to film as much as I can before I get kicked out, and with any luck, I've got to go over there. With any luck, I'll get my drone over here without getting kicked out. You're allowed to walk through another part of the site, but this is usually fenced off, so not many people get to see this. And once again, it's in the part of Greece where my parents are from. It's a small nowhere village. The locals know about it obviously, but they're used to it. If anything, to some of the farmers it's a bit of a headache, because they get their farmland taken off them when stuff is found. This looks like it was the base of an old vase, but right here what you're seeing is the remains of the ancient town of Ilis, or Archea Illida, or ancient Elida. And I don't know how often it's been filmed. It's not promoted as the birthplace of the Olympic Games, as you can see on the signage, and there's very minimal signage at that, and the signage you do see it just says ancient Elis, or the ruins of ancient Elis. Nothing about the Olympic Games is mentioned, but I'm filming the real birthplace of the Olympic Games here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm trying to get as much as I can in without getting busted or told to bugger off or whatever. The ancient town had 100,000 people in it. The government's very rarely, because the country's gone through so many wars and whatever, the government's very rarely had money to allocate to official digs. So this is all random findings. Some Austrian dude came in the 1960s or something and did a bit of an official private dig a bit further down, and hopefully I'll be able to get there. But I'm trying to get in and expose to yous, show to the world, show to my mates, the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. The town of ancient Elida had 100,000 people in it. It was a thriving town, centered around athletics and art. And as I've said, this is where the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. Now I'm just going off memory and what my sources have told me. My sources being my mother's second cousin's boss's son or some shit like that, who works around here. Yeah, he's told me a fair bit about it. I was hoping to find him. I can't find him, so I'm just going off memory. But yeah, it was a town of 100,000 people, predominantly athletes and whatever. And this is interesting. This is beautiful. This was recently uncovered. I mean, I came here a couple of years ago. It wasn't there. And when I came about a year ago, this was all exposed where I'm walking now. But I couldn't get in here. It's always been fenced off. So I was really excited. It's like it was meant to be. It's been raining and it wouldn't let me get out. But this is the first time ever in the years I've been coming past here have I seen the gate open. So I'm in here taking as much footage as I can before I get kicked out or whatever. And this is all new, and maybe one day they'll have enough money to do a proper dig. All around here is farmland, and up on top of that hill, right on top of that hill, my sources tell me that the statue of the goddess Apollo, which hasn't been found yet, is up there somewhere. Now some Swedish dudes have come and they haven't found it. Some other dudes, I think Austrians again, have come looking for it on funded archaeological trips, and they can't find it. And my mate's theory is that he reckons it's under that little building. I don't know if it's an old church or what, but He reckons that building must have been built on top of the statue of the goddess Apollo. But when these archaeologists came searching for it, they weren't allowed to dig under that building, which is right on top of that mountain you can see. So there's archaeological treasures everywhere. I'm trying to get as much footage as I can and talk as much shit as I can, just to keep you sort of going as I'm filming. I've got to walk down here. As I said, this was all covered in a few years ago when I was coming past, and I didn't think I'd ever be allowed in here. So those rains that came and postponed me from filming, it was meant to happen, because they got me here on a day where it was open. The gate was unlocked and open, and I'm cramming in as much filming as I can. You can see it's been raining in there. See the water? I'm walking in mud, but this is fucking wild. I think the city itself is rumored, these ruins date from 4,000 to 10,000 years old. They've got tools in the museum here dating back 10,000 years plus, spearheads and whatever. So yeah, she's a fucking ancient city, alright. If you Google it, you might find out a bit more information than what I am giving you. But this, for the 58th millionth billionth time, is the real birthplace of the Olympic Games. Basically untouched, unknown, and down the road from my parents' village, and I'm showing it to you guys because it deserves to be shown, it deserves to be seen, it deserves to be known. They just don't have the resources to promote it for what it is. I mean, this place bears international cultural, modern cultural significance. It's the birthplace of law, philosophy, maths, modern science. And these are all, look, this is just shit that they're finding now. Look, more digs they're starting on. More digs. They just keep finding shit. And this area is expanding and expanding. And see, you can see the farmers' land in the background. I don't know if if that's cabbage, whatever the fuck they're growing. There's olive trees over there. But the whole place is just littered with ancient Olympic Games history relevant stuff. I can't stop harping on it, but this is the birthplace of the Olympic Games.